Zafra means you have 172 weeks off. Yankees blue means you have 171 weeks off. Gale blue means you have 170 weeks off. Wild blue yonder means you have 169 weeks off. Watersprout means you have 168 weeks off. Vivid sky blue means you have 167 weeks off. Vivid cerulean means you have 166 weeks off. Vista blue means you have 165 weeks off. Violet blue means you have 164 weeks off. Very light blue means you have 163 weeks off. Very light azure means you have 162 weeks off. United States Air Force Academy blue means you have 161 weeks off. United Nations blue means you have 160 weeks off. Ultramarine blue means you have 159 weeks off. Ultramarine means you have 158 weeks off. University of California, Los Angeles blue means you have 157 weeks off. University of Arizona blue means you have 156 weeks off. Turquoise blue means you have 155 weeks off. Turquoise means you have 154 weeks off. Tufts blue means you have 153 weeks off. True blue means you have 152 weeks off. Tiffany blue means you have 151 weeks off. Teal blue means you have 150 weeks off. Teal means you have 149 weeks off. Steel blue means you have 148 weeks off. Star Command blue means you have 147 weeks off. Spiro Disco Ball means you have 146 weeks off. Spanish Sky blue means you have 145 weeks off. Spanish blue means you have 144 weeks off. Space Cadet means you have 143 weeks off. Smalt means you have 142 weeks off. Sky blue means you have 141 weeks off. Skobeloff means you have 140 weeks off. Silver Lake blue means you have 139 weeks off. Shadow blue means you have 138 weeks off. Sea blue means you have 137 weeks off. Sapphire blue means you have 136 weeks off. Sapphire means you have 135 weeks off. St. Patrick's blue means you have 134 weeks off. Royal blue means you have 133 weeks off. Royal azure means you have 132 weeks off. Robin egg blue means you have 131 weeks off. Rich electric blue means you have 130 weeks off. Resolution blue means you have 129 weeks off. Rackley means you have 128 weeks off. Queen blue means you have 127 weeks off. Prussian blue means you have 126 weeks off. Powder blue means you have 125 weeks off. Picton blue means you have 124 weeks off. Phthalo blue means you have 123 weeks off. Persian indigo means you have 122 weeks off. Persian blue means you have 121 weeks off. Pearl aqua means you have 120 weeks off. Pastel blue means you have 119 weeks off. Pale turquoise means you have 118 weeks off. Pale robin egg blue means you have 117 weeks off. Pale cyan means you have 116 weeks off. Pale cornflower blue means you have 115 weeks off. Pale cerulean means you have 114 weeks off. Pale blue means you have 113 weeks off. Pale aqua means you have 112 weeks off. Palladinate blue means you have 111 weeks off. Oxford blue means you have 110 weeks off. Ocean boat blue means you have 109 weeks off. Non-photo blue means you have 108 weeks off. Navy blue means you have 107 weeks off. Moonstone blue means you have 106 weeks off. Ming means you have 105 weeks off. Midnight blue means you have 104 weeks off. Metallic seaweed means you have 103 weeks off. Medium turquoise means you have 102 weeks off. Medium sky blue means you have 101 weeks off. Medium Persian blue means you have 100 weeks off. Medium electric blue means you have 99 weeks off. Medium blue means you have 98 weeks off. Medium aquamarine means you have 97 weeks off. Maya blue means you have 96 weeks off. Major blue means you have 95 weeks off. Livid means you have 94 weeks off. Little boy blue means you have 93 weeks off. Light steel blue means you have 92 weeks off. Light sky blue means you have 91 weeks off. Light sea green means you have 90 weeks off. Light cornflower blue means you have 89 weeks off. Light cobalt blue means you have 88 weeks off. Light blue means you have 87 weeks off. Liberty means you have 86 weeks off. Lavender blue means you have 85 weeks off. Lapis lazuli means you have 84 weeks off. Keppel means you have 83 weeks off. Geordie blue means you have 82 weeks off. Italian sky blue means you have 81 weeks off. International Klein blue means you have 80 weeks off. Indigo dye means you have 79 weeks off. Imperial blue means you have 78 weeks off. Iceberg means you have 77 weeks off. Honolulu blue means you have 76 weeks off. Hon blue means you have 75 weeks off. Green blue means you have 74 weeks off. Glaucus means you have 73 weeks off. Fresh air means you have 72 weeks off. French sky blue means you have 71 weeks off. French blue means you have 70 weeks off. Electric ultramarine means you have 69 weeks off. Electric cyan means you have 68 weeks off. Electric blue means you have 67 weeks off. Duke blue means you have 66 weeks off. Dodger blue means you have 65 weeks off. Diamond means you have 64 weeks off. Desaturated cyan means you have 63 weeks off. Denim means you have 62 weeks off. Deep sky blue means you have 61 weeks off. Deep Kamaru means you have 60 weeks off. Dark turquoise means you have 59 weeks off. Dark slate blue means you have 58 weeks off. Dark sky blue means you have 57 weeks off. Dark powder blue means you have 56 weeks off. Dark pastel blue means you have 55 weeks off. Dark midnight blue means you have 54 weeks off. Dark imperial blue means you have 53 weeks off. Dark electric blue means you have 52 weeks off. Dark cyan means you have 51 weeks off. Dark cerulean means you have 50 weeks off. Dark blue-gray means you have 49 weeks off. Dark blue means you have 48 weeks off. Cyan cornflower blue means you have 47 weeks off. Cyan blue azure means you have 46 weeks off. Cyan azure means you have 45 weeks off. Cyan means you have 44 weeks off. Cornflower blue means you have 43 weeks off. Columbia blue means you have 42 weeks off. Cobalt blue means you have 41 weeks off. Coast Guard blue means you have 40 weeks off. Cerulean frost means you have 39 weeks off. Cerulean blue means you have 38 weeks off. Cerulean means you have 37 weeks off. Celestial blue means you have 36 weeks off. Celeste means you have 35 weeks off. Celadon blue means you have 34 weeks off. Seal means you have 33 weeks off. Catalina blue means you have 32 weeks off. Carolina blue means you have 31 weeks off. Capri means you have 30 weeks off. Cadet blue means you have 29 weeks off. Brilliant azure means you have 28 weeks off. Bright turquoise means you have 27 weeks off. Bright navy blue means you have 26 weeks off. Bright cerulean means you have 25 weeks off. Brandeis blue means you have 24 weeks off. Bondi blue means you have 23 weeks off. Blue bonnet means you have 22 weeks off. Blueberry means you have 21 weeks off. Blue yonder means you have 20 weeks off. Blue sapphire means you have 19 weeks off. Blue lagoon means you have 18 weeks off. Blue green means you have 17 weeks off. Blue gray means you have 16 weeks off. Blue means you have 15 weeks off. Blizzard blue means you have 14 weeks off. Blue de France means you have 13 weeks off. Bedazzled blue means you have 12 weeks off. Bow blue means you have 11 weeks off. Ball blue means you have 10 weeks off. Baby blue means you have 9 weeks off. Azure means you have 8 weeks off. Aquamarine means you have 7 weeks off. Aqua blue means you have 6 weeks off. Alice blue means you have 5 weeks off. Air superiority blue means you have 4 weeks off. Air Force blue means you have 3 weeks off. Aero blue means you have 2 weeks off. Aero means you have 1 week off.